Have you ever tried Coca Cola and bourbon ribs? Well, they're delicious and you might want it.
Big thanks to Kamada Joe for sponsoring this episode.
Coca Cola and bourbon ribs are almost like a classic version of cooking ribs. The flavor profiles are sweet and candy-like and very tasty. And with the edge of the bourbon, which gives it like a real barbecue feel, the ribs are going to be to your liking. I guarantee it. As a special method, I'll be using the offset smoker method, and I'll show you later what that is. But before we go into that, I'm going to prepare my ribs first. Now I want to get rid of the membrane that sits on the back. You also have the option to just score it with a knife, but the main thing is that the flavors are able to penetrate the membrane. Smoke flavors, sauce flavors, seasoning flavors. So the membrane's got to go or needs to be destroyed. Of course, I'm using baby back ribs because they're my favorite. But if you like to use American spare ribs, which is part of the belly and the piece of ribs that sit below the baby backs, then you rather use a paper towel to get rid of the membrane. For my seasoning, I'm going to keep things simple. I'm just going to season the ribs with a PITMASTERX classic barbecue seasoning. Just going to sprinkle a nice layer on top of it. Of course, I'm going to do both sides. Got a little wind out here. Typical Dutch weather, nothing that will stop us from cooking. And now the seasoning applied, the ribs are ready to go on the barbecue. And that's where the offset smoker setup comes in. Contrary to the name of the method, offset, we're not going to use an offset method. And I'm replicating it in my ceramic barbecue, the Kamada Joe Connected Joe. The idea behind it is to create as much airflow needed to replicate the same airflow that you get from an offset smoker. So low temperatures, high airflow, lots and lots of flavor and goodness. First in, I'm going to put some firewood. This is beet. And then in goes the slow roller, followed up by the Dojo pizza setup. Then I'm going to put in a tray with some grill grates. And now I can switch on the Kamada Joe. It's going to ask me, what are you cooking with? I'm cooking with the Dojo. I'm going to set the temperature to 120 degrees Celsius. It's going to ask me to close the door. Go. The upvet needs to be all the way closed since we're cooking with the Dojo, and now all of the heat will come out the front. But I gotta make sure I ignite it. There's a spiral at the bottom that's going to ignite the log. The fan of the Kamada Joe is actually going to make sure that it ignites, and that's how we're going to be burning on real wood splits, just like in an offset smoker. And we're going to have the same amount of airflow, just like in the offset smoker. Now all I need to do is put these ribs on. And while the Kamada Joe Connected Joe is starting up, I'm going to put on my ribs, close the lid, and that is how you create a fully automated offset smoker in your ceramic barbecue. It's an insane method that will keep on developing, making it better every time you use it, but the results are already mind-blowing good. As you can see, I got a nice amount of airflow coming from my barbecue. The only problem now is that I don't have the temperature where I need to be, so I'm just going to add another log to it. And this is something you have to do every hour, but then you get a really good amount of airflow with that thin blue smoke. And that is going to make delicious barbecue. Chunk of smoke wood. And in about 10 seconds, you got a new log on and you're good to go again. In the meantime, I'm going to make that barbecue sauce, that bourbon and Coke. It's going to be delicious. Start the barbecue sauce off with a cup of ketchup. Then add a cup of Coca Cola. 2 shots of bourbon, and I prefer the honey Tennessee whiskey of Jack Daniels. A tablespoon of Worcester sauce, and that's going to give it a specific barbecue flavor. A tablespoon of the PITMASTERX classic barbecue seasoning. 3 tablespoons of dark brown sugar, or a little bit more. And now this is something you might not know, but it's yuzu juice. It's basically a lemon juice, but more sweet. I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of that. Just stir until you get a syrupy bubble in your barbecue sauce. Now, depending on the thickness of the sauce, you actually want to reduce it a little bit. There's quite a lot of Coca Cola in this barbecue sauce, but you do need that thickness to have it really become a sauce. And then once it starts to thicken, just Shut off the heat. Really good looking. You can't see because of the amount of steam that's coming off. But the consistency is like a nice, really thick barbecue sauce. I always store my sauces in jars. And when you pour them in boiling hot, they're instantly ready. And there we have it. A delicious barbecue sauce made with bourbon and Coke. Oh, good. Woo! Been smoking the ribs for about 2 hours and now they look like this. They picked up a beautiful smoke color and look freaking delicious. The way they look, I want to eat them right now, but they're not cooked yet and I don't want to add any more smoke flavor to them because the smoke cannot overpower the ribs. They need to be smoky, but very, very tasty and juicy and tender. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip these around, pour on a little bit of our delicious bourbon and Coke sauce, put on a couple of slices of butter, not too much, just a couple, and wrap them up. Just like that. Pack them nice and tight. Of course, I'm going to do the same for the other one. A little bit of butter. There we go. Wrap it up. And to keep that efficiency streak going, I'm now switching to charcoal. I'm only going to need a little bit because the barbecue is already warm. Ribs in. That's it. Close the lid. And now I'm going to set the temperature to 140 degrees Celsius, which is around 180 degrees Fahrenheit. So this setup is not only going to give me great ribs flavor, but this also might get me the most fuel efficient way to cook ribs. I can't believe it myself. This is really, really cool. All right, I think maybe 2 more hours. We'll keep checking. It took about 1 hour and 20 minutes to get the ribs up to temperature, which is super fast, but that's what you get for putting them in aluminum foil. So now it's time to take them off and open up the package. And I like what I see. Look at this. Whoa, you can see now that is a mixture of moisture and fat. Oh. You want to save that moisture. Make sure you lose as little of it as possible. And then you make like a little boat. So all of the moisture goes where the ribs are, like that. And curl up the edges like a little foil boat, because that moisture you work so hard to get. Let's flip this around and take a look at these ribs. Whoa. Are you getting this? Again, capture the juices. Let's flip this around. Whoa. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Pouring rain outside, but nobody cares because you got your ribs. Look at that. Beautiful popping bones. Absolutely gorgeous. You can just tear these bones off if you want to. Like, see that? See how that pops? You can just lift it out if you want to. Which means these ribs are done. I'm not going to because I want to keep these as they are. As beautiful. Slicing through cake, that's what this is like. Wow. Wow. How good does that look? The fat rendered down, turning these ribs into the juiciest ribs ever. And that's why you gotta love baby back ribs. Baby back ribs with Coca Cola bourbon barbecue sauce with the offset smoker method on the Kamado Joe. Let's give these a try. Insane. I mean, I can talk about these ribs for a long time, but the most important part, to give you the really condensed version of it, they're juicy, they're tender, and they're delicious. All you need to know. They say there ain't no thing like a chicken wing, but in reality, there ain't no thing like a rack of ribs.